Hello and welcome back to DoshTech. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to upgrade laptop RAM. This applies for laptops and netbooks. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways that are most commonly used to actually access the RAM, and then what to do once you've actually got the cover off. So with any laptop upgrade, whether it be a desktop or a laptop, whatever, you need to make sure that you release and remove the battery, and we really don't want any power in there when you're changing RAM. Another little thing you could probably do if you want to be sure that there's no power is just press the button, because sometimes it will store a little bit of power afterwards. So we can do that. It's also important to note that you should probably touch something metal such as a light switch or a radiator just to ground yourself, so that you don't, because static electricity is a dangerous thing for computer components. They will sometimes react to it and you can damage things, so it's important that you ground yourself with any static electricity before going. So I'm going to show you 3 of the most common methods to access the RAM now. On this particular model here, you can see that there's just one big panel on the whole of the back of the thing. This method is most common for netbooks, but it is sometimes used on other computers as well. And you can see there's a couple of different screw holes, and so you need to identify which ones to remove. And this one, you can see it's just these 4 there actually, and then that one here you don't need to remove because it says there's a little thing there that says that's the DVD drive, so we don't need to get that out. So we're just going to use, you can just use any old Phillips head screwdriver, but it's like a very small Phillips head screwdriver. Also magnetic helps, so you don't drop things into the places they're not meant to be. Make sure to keep all your screws in a safe place. Obviously you're going to need them again later. That's nice. So yes, on netbooks, this is the most common thing for netbooks. You literally take those screws out, just slide it back, a little bit of persuasion, you'll hear that click, pop out the little snaps, and you have access to the inside. So that's on this particular model. Now I'll show you a couple of other different types. So this is most common with newer laptops these days, not netbooks, but they'll have separate panels for certain components. So obviously, again, you're going to want to take the battery out. This computer's still on, so I'm not going to, and then once you take the battery out and you've grounded yourself any static electricity, you'll notice there are 2 different compartments. There'll be little symbols next to the screw holes of what's actually behind that panel. So in here you can see there's 3 little discs, and that's like the that indicates that is the hard drive disc in there. And then up here there's a little wireless symbol, and then like RAM and networking, things like that. So the Wi-Fi card RAM is behind this door here, so that's the one that we're going to want to remove. This is another method. This is more common in older laptops, but it might still be used today in some models. As you can see, this is very old. But these particular models, you can sometimes see there's clips along the keyboard at the top. What you simply do with these is you just push them down with a point, or probably be better to use a flathead screwdriver for this, but Phillips works just as well. Or even fingers if you've got little fingers. So just lever this up. Obviously the battery is removed at this point. You can see the RAM is in there. And that's what you do with that. So those are the different ways to actually get to the RAM. Now I'm going to show you how to actually change the RAM, the SODIMMs out. So now that you're actually at the RAM, the process of removing it and replacing it is exactly the same for many different models of laptop and netbook. So you're going to want to make sure that you've grounded out your static electricity so you don't damage anything inside, and the battery is obviously already removed. So now, quite simply, you just need to change it out. To do that, you simply pull the two tabs at the side of the RAM stick like this. You pull them outwards, and then it will pop up like that. And it will sort of pop up at an angle, and that is the angle in which you simply just pull it out. So once you pull that out, it's exactly the same process but in reverse to just put it back in again. So this is always going to be, just put it in at an angle, push it in, then push it down. It will do that little clicking sound, and you know it's in. So yes, it's clicked and it's now flat again, so it's now in properly. So that's a RAM upgrade. Obviously now you're just going to want to refit any backing plates or panels or whatever that you have to take off to access the RAM. You just want to do exactly the same as what you did, just in reverse. And if you've kept your screws all safe, then it should be easy peasy. Right, so for this one you're just going to want to line the clips at the bottom here, like they were before. Make it all pop in and then just slide it forward, like so. That's it. Now you just want to put your screws back in again and that'll all be refitted. Okay, so once you've got the screws back in, quite simply slide the battery back in the back. It will click into place like that. Some of them may have a lock, so make sure you re-engage that. Flip it over and power it back on. Let's see if it's worked. So you're going to want to navigate to Start menu here, hover over Computer, right click, and go to your Properties, and then as you can see there, 2 gigabytes, so that's what is in it. So obviously this is an older computer because it's only got 2 gigs in it, but still that has worked and it has read all of the RAM, and that's going to hopefully make your computer faster. Also, if you remove the battery from some models, especially on this one, it seems to have done this, you remove the battery, it sometimes forget that the wireless card, so you have to turn that back on again, but quite simple. Yes, so that's it for this video, and hope to see you again in my next video where I'll be fitting an SSD to a laptop and showing you how that's all done. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.